I better get a video.
You will. Today I've spent most of my free time napping, and I've had the weirdest dreams like this year. I've probably had weirder dreams before. Earlier today I had a dream that I was laying in bed with my boyfriend and I lifted his shirt and he had a nipple piercing. Just like one nipple pierced. It was a stud with two balls at the end, and I was like, David, why do you have a nipple piercing? It's so weird. And I got up and started pacing around the room like, how is this relationship going to work? I think I'm gonna have to break up with him because he has a nipple piercing. And my boyfriend is always an asshole in my dreams, so he was just laughing at me. And then in my dream, I woke up, I was next to him, and I was like, David, I just had the weirdest dream. I had a dream you had a nipple piercing. And then he's like, but I do have a nipple piercing. And I was like, no! But then I actually woke up, and he doesn't have a nipple piercing, so that's a relief. And, okay, the one that I just had was insane. I was back home, and this old lady and her family were at my front door, and they were yelling at us, and they called the police and everything on my older brother because this old lady was playing a game of Words with Friends and happened to be on the same game as my older brother, and my older brother got a really high score on a word, and she said the word was a null, and I can't imagine him getting like a ridiculously high score with a word like null. But she was outraged about it, and she was like, I'm gonna sue you for everything you have. And she was so upset that my brother won this game of Words with Friends. And I was looking around for my brother to like ask him what the heck was going on, and then I found him, and he's in one of those motorized wheelchairs, and he wasn't talking. He was kind of like that, and I started screaming, and I went to my mom. I was like, what happened to Armando? And she was like, talking like he stupid Armando, he crashed his car, and he ruined his car, and now he's hurt, and he looked paralyzed to me. But I went back to talk to look at him, and he was like, oh, I'm fine, it's just that I don't want to walk around. I was like, ugh. And so that was scary. Okay, so back to the old lady. So this old lady finally is like, you know what, the police won't help me, so I'm just gonna sue you later. I will see you in court. And she gets in her car, and me and my dad start yelling obscenities, like flipping her off, and I was like, I hope you die playing that game, old lady. And she was just like horrified that we were being so, and like in front of the police too, but the police were just laughing. And her car was having trouble starting up, and I was like, I could do this all day, old lady. This is me and my dad flipping them off. What was the other part? Oh, my friend Bobby was in my dream too, and he was only in it for a little bit, but he went up to me and he hugged me, and he was like, oh, hey, how are you? And for some reason the first thing I said to him was, hey, I showed my friends your Facebook, and they want to know why you don't have any mirror pics. And I guess he was really upset. I think he might have been upset because like he didn't have a mirror, but he probably does have a mirror. And I haven't showed my friends his Facebooks in real life, so it's like, and so he got upset and stormed out, and that was that. And oh, there was another part where my roommate drove me to school, but Humboldt State had been turned into like an ancient Greek ruin themed water park. And she dropped me off at the bottom of the stairs because she was going to be late. But then she goes driving up the stairs, like her hatchback turns into a Jeep and just is like bouncing up the stairs. And then I have to walk up all these stairs, and there's a water park that they have turned on, and so I'm in my raincoat miserable, having like fun water things being spilled on me, but I have to go to class. Too much weirdness. Okay, so those are my dreams.